I don't know how my life's gonna be if I go back there. I don't know if I'm gonna survive, or if I'm gonna get murdered, kidnapped, or if I'm gonna kill myself, because it's so difficult.
It started because of our relationship with the Red Cross, and we just got an email from them saying, did we have any men's clothes, large size men's clothes, for an asylum seeker in a hotel that we knew. And went in and said, I've got some men's clothes. I hear you've got some asylum seekers here. We're from the church, can we help?
I left my country because I believed in love, faith and hope, because I had to pretend myself as another man, with full of revenge and grudge. It was not me. I couldn't do that.
We live in a part of Luton which is 80% South Asian, then with a whole mixture of other ethnicities, nationalities here as well. What we though became aware of was that 2 local hotels in our area were being used as what they called contingency hotels. These were places where asylum seekers were being placed because the whole of the system for asylum seekers processing their applications had ground to a halt.
The response was firstly to answer their requests for clothes and shoes and whatever they needed. And then they asked us if we could do English lessons. We kept trying to push at it and trying to find different ways to do it. And in the end, Care for Calais cracked it.
Since starting the volunteering, we've tried to make connections with other organisations in the local area, and one of them was the church. And yeah, we've been working together ever since we found each other.
I got really depressed because this situation, is too much bad situation about Corona. Just we stay in room, we don't have anything for do. But I hope for future is good.
So I'm so aware that we've only just scraped the surface of their real needs. The biggest need at the moment that we can help with is boredom. People in hotels are simply stuck in hotel rooms, especially in strict lockdown.
It's very much a waiting game for people. I mean, everyone's so keen to get on with their lives and sort of find some normality, be able to work and know where they're going to be in the longer term.
ببینید امید و آرزوم اینطوریه که یکی اینکه دخترم بتونه که خوب درسشو بخونه و به اونجا که دلش میخواد برسه و اینکه هم که تو آرامش باشیم، هم که جونمون در خطر نباشه، هم که جامون امن باشه، برای ما خیلی خوبه و اینکه خودم بتونم کار کنم و تو اجتماع وارد بشم.
I bumped into one of the asylum seekers at his hotel, and he said to me, have you got anything to do at the church? We'd swapped numbers and I sent him a message saying, come on Friday. And I wasn't here that day, but David arranged for him to clear the allotments and I think do some work around here in the Peace Garden. And then the following Thursday, I think he came back and helped me sort through the clothes that we got at the back of church, helped set up the church for the service that we were just about to open up and do on Mothering Sunday. Things grew, and it was simply a question of thinking, where am I going to be on that particular day? What can they do there?
But yeah, I'd say my upbringing was really marked by the fact that I was undocumented for a while, and then a refugee, and then an asylum seeker, and now a settled person. It's really helping my inner child. I think the reason why I go there is to say to myself that it's okay and that there's really no shame, and to just show some goodness to people in that situation because I understand how degrading it can be.
راستش آرزوم اینه مثل یه شهروند عادی تو این کشور زندگی کنم. همین.
I think it's so easy when you learn about asylum seekers and refugees from the press, from social media, from what you see on BBC News. They seem like a different type of person. And it's so blindingly obvious, of course, they're not. They're just human beings, exactly like you or me. I got a WhatsApp message with a photograph attached 3 or 4 weeks ago, and the photograph was just of mattresses on a floor, and they had sheets over them and pillows and one duvet. And this was the provision for a newly arrived family with 2 little girls and a baby. Their next door neighbours, refugees themselves, took them in that night, gave them dinner.
Like, I personally believe that like God wanted us to make life as good as possible for everyone, no matter what their circumstances. It has to be about justice. For me personally, I think the church just needs to be more rebellious, because I think that that's what Jesus was. Jesus was a rebel, and he was about having difficult conversations and then taking those conversations further into action and changing the world.
Start with the gospel. Start with the gospel. I mean, the Good Samaritan is the obvious one, Matthew 25. I was hungry and you fed me. I was a stranger and you welcomed me. That's all you need. Just live it in whatever way is relevant to your setting, and go and do it. And if you just live it, God will find you the ways to solve the problems and to find your way through it.
But the main thing I learned here was humanity. It's very big thing. Trying to help the others. That's it.